Well, hello there. My name is Larry Rosen from the Ajax Public Library. Welcome to Virtual Coding Club. Every month we do some scratch coding, and we've got another great activity for you this month. We're going to be coding a game. It's game on, and we'll just wait and see who's coming into the waiting room. Let's see who we have. It's Edward. Welcome. Welcome to the virtual Ajax Public Library. Are you able to hear me? Welcome. Welcome to Virtual Coding Club, the Ajax Public Library. We are about 5 minutes away from starting. I'm glad that you're here. I'm going to do some scratch coding. Welcome, everybody. It's nice to see you. Well, I cannot see you, but I can hear you. If you want to ask questions, you just have to unmute your mic. We'll be starting in a few minutes.
Yeah.
Welcome.
Well, it's afternoon. Welcome. Yeah.
Yes.
I'm not really.
Have you done scratch coding?
I've got some awesome dual laptop. I've got an awesome dual laptop setup here because I don't have Scratch on one, but Zoom doesn't work on the other.
That's okay. You're adapting. You're adapting.
I know.
That's okay. Some people have more than one screen, and some people it's all different, and it's all good. And for this session, I'm going to explain this in a minute because we still haven't officially started yet. But you'll probably want to do this on a laptop or a computer rather than a tablet, and you'll probably want to have the Zoom on one side and the Scratch on the other, and so you can watch me and still do the event. But you don't have to. You can just watch the whole thing and not do anything and then do it later at your convenience. It's up to you. Some people do both. It's all good. Just gonna wait another couple of minutes because we are expecting a few more. We are just about ready to go.
I have 2 flags.
2 flags. Oh, and what are the flags of?
They're both the same flag. They're both the Run Scratch program flag.
Oh.
But one's in the middle, the other's on the side.
Okay.
Not sure which one to press first, so boop, boop.
All right, I am going to share my screen. Is everybody able to see my screen? What I'm sharing? PowerPoint?
I can.
Thank you. All right.
We can.
Thank you very much. Okay, I'm just making sure my chat is okay. Yep. All right. Thank you, Miles and Mustafa. Thank you very much. All right. All right, everybody. Thank you for taking time out of your busy day to come and do some scratching with us here at the Ajax Public Library. We're doing it on Zoom, and we're just going to have some fun today. Okay, and now I just want to tell you, we are recording this session for our YouTube channel. If you do not want to be on it, you can turn off your camera and you will not be included. But if you want to participate, please feel free to unmute your mic to ask me a question, or use the chat if you want to communicate with me. And but it's totally okay if you want to keep your video off. And just checking one more thing. Okay, take a moment and read this, please. That's the 2 words, have fun. That's what we're going to do today. Have some fun. Okay, couple of Zoom tips. You probably already know this, but there are 2 different views in Zoom. One is the gallery view where you're seeing everybody on the screen, and one is the speaker view where you're just seeing the person who's talking. So when I'm not sharing, if you want me to be the biggest window, then just switch to speaker view, and then you'll only see me. Totally up to you. And you can also, if you want to at any time, mute your mic while I'm speaking, but please let me know if you have any questions. You can also stop or start your video as you wish. Totally up to you. Okay. For those of you who are participating in the Summer Reading Club, TD Summer Reading Club at the Ajax Public Library, there's a secret word that I'll give you at the end of this presentation to help you get more points. Oh, you're participating in it? Good, good. Yeah, we got a lot of participate. You read some books. The more you read, the more perks you get. And we love to see that. Okay, let's learn more about this activity. Now, I don't know if everybody has done Scratch before. I know some have. Welcome, who's ever new, welcome. Scratch, free programming language where you can create your own stories, games, and animations. Today, we're going to create a game, a Scratch game. You create videos with cartoon characters, and you are the programmer. You get to tell them what to do. They really don't know what to do without you telling them what to do. And you have to know programming? No, you don't. It's just logic. So if you want your character to move 5 spaces, you just tell him or her to move 5 spaces. And you don't do it by programming, you do it by moving blocks. I'm going to show you how easy this is. Can you use Scratch on your iPad? Yes, you can, but we prefer, just for this demonstration, that you use a laptop or a computer because you have a bigger screen, less things are hidden. And the browser is Chrome. That you should use is Chrome or Firefox. We found that it just works better than Edge or Explorer. It'll still work, but if you have Chrome or Firefox, best to do it using that. If you do not have a Scratch account, please go to that web page, scratch.mit.edu, and click Join Scratch. And the reason you want to do that is because when you start scratching, you're going to want to be able to save your work. And once you have an account, you can do that. And
I have an account and I post stuff to it regularly.
You do? Excellent. I think you can share too.
Yeah, you can. That's how I post to it. Yeah, you can share stuff.
Yeah, so that's another.
Apparently Urban Skeleton is a user.
Oh, well then stay away from that. So how can you stay in this Zoom meeting and do the coding activities at the same time? You actually don't have to do it while I'm doing it, but you can if you want. If you want to do it while I'm doing it, all you have to do is split the screen and And what you'll do is you'll take the Zoom app out of the full screen mode, and you'll just drag it to the left until it snaps to the left side of your screen. And then you'll take the browser, you'll open the browser, and you'll take that out of full screen mode, and you'll drag that one until to the right until it snaps. And then you've got Zoom on the left, and you've got Edge, no, not Edge, you've got Chrome on the right, or Firefox. Oh, we're getting so many new people. Thank you very much to all the new people who have just joined us. Welcome, welcome to all the new people. Just so you know, this is being recorded, so turn off you can have your video off if you prefer. It's just recorded for our YouTube channel. So turn off your video if you want, or keep it on. We love to see you. It's up to you. And then if you have any questions, just put it in the chat or unmute your mic at any time. All right. And then once you have it on side by side, you might need to scroll at the bottom to see the whole thing, but depending on how big your screen is. So again, everybody goes at their own pace. You don't have to do it while I'm doing it. You can just watch, and then at the end, I'll show you where you can get the instructions and try it yourself. Okay, let's do this. I am going to set everything up here. And we are going to go right now to our Scratch screen. This is what you see when you go to scratch.mit.edu. And again, I know there's, hello.
I'm not trying to be rude, but I think it was made by MIT, so I don't think it's scratch.mit. I think it's supposed to be scratch.mit.
MIT, you are correct. I'm
Because
taking too many
that's,
shortcuts. Yes, thank you. MIT.edu. Yes, I'm taking too many shortcuts.
EDU is like the educational thing, you know?
A lot of educational websites like schools and things that teach you things. Yeah, very good. Thank you. All right.
Somehow quite subtly as well.
That's right. Scratch.mit.edu is where you need to go. And we're going to click on the word create, because we're going to create a new, it's going to be a game. We're going to create a game. And in this game, we're going to have a character. And the character is called a sprite. And we're going to make the sprite have things coming at it all the time. And the sprite is going to have to jump out of the way of these incoming things. And the more you can jump out of its way, the bigger your score. Okay. So the first thing we're going to do, I am just going to move this right in the middle. And again, if I'm going too fast or too slow, then don't worry about it, because at the end, I'll give you a link to where you can do it at your own pace. But I'll try to make it as easy as possible. First thing we're going to do, we're going to put a backdrop. And we know where the backdrops are in Scratch. We have to go to right there on the bottom right where it says backdrops. And we're going to choose, I'm just going to choose a basic blue sky. You don't have to, you can choose any background. And I also would like to change the cat to a different sprite. So I'm going to click the X where the cat is, this X right here. And I'm going to click on the sprite button right there. And I'm going to choose, I am going to choose the little chick, chick. This is going to be our new sprite. And what's going to happen is this sprite is going to have things coming at it. And this chick is going to have to jump, in order to avoid these things that are coming to it. So what we need to do is we need to get the chick to jump up and down using the space bar automatically. So when you press it, the chick's going to go up and down. Every time you press the space bar, it's going to go up and down. So I'm going to just put this little chick right here to start. And then what do we need to do? Well, the space bar. When the space bar is clicked, that is, for those who are newer to Scratch, all of these colors are different. Everything's kind of batched together. So for instance, all the motion blocks are here. If you're looking for sound, you just click the sound on the left here, all the sound blocks. If you're looking for control or events, they're all here. And what we're going to do is we're going to drag these blocks into the middle of the screen, that blank white area. And we're going to create a code. All right, so we want the chick to jump up and down every time we press the space bar. And I see someone's raised, Dorian has raised your hand. Yes, yes.
I'm just I hate to be a nuisance, but I'm just gonna every time if you have to do a green flag clicked, it's gonna take me a little longer because I have to do 18 seconds, not 18 seconds. Wait 12 seconds and then put my intro in because I actually do have an intro. So let me just drag that in here. There, but it's really annoying for that whenever I make a project with a green flag, my intro is supposed to start, not the project, and the project kind of overlaps with the intro if I don't add that wait 12 seconds and stuff.
What is the intro? What are you creating an intro? What is that?
Oh, it just like shows letters. If you, it's like I made it. It's like you should. It shows letters of your name coming together, and then like, your name moves around and plays a cool song.
That's cool. Yeah, yeah. And so what is there a problem with what I've done so far?
No, I was just saying that whenever we use a green flag clicked, I'm gonna have to take like an extra few seconds.
Okay, that's all right. I'll wait for you. Don't worry. Don't worry. And the green flag is going to be used, but not a lot. We're in fact, this to make the chick jump, we're going to use something called when space in events. If you click on events, we're going to drag that right up here. When the space bar is pressed, so that's not using the flag. All right, so when the space bar is pressed, what's got to happen? Well, the chick has to jump. So, and we want, now, I just need to tell you one thing about Scratch. Scratch uses something called X and Y. All right, so if you're talking about X on Scratch, it means that the sprite goes right or left. And if you're talking about the Y, it means the sprite is going to go up and down. Okay, so we want the sprite to go up and down. So that's going to be a Y thing that we got to look for, something that has Y, not X. Okay. All right. So
and occasionally,
we want to change the Y by a certain amount. We want the Y. We want it to go. We want it to go up. So that's a movement, isn't it? That's a motion. Let's see. I'm going to click on motion because we want the chick to move. So do you see something that says change Y, change X, change? Oh, look, we've got change. Okay, change X. We don't want X because we don't want it to move this way. So we see that there's
That would be interesting.
a change
That would be
Y.
interesting if you could change the gravity, though.
Well, this is something you could do later when you play around and kind of change things around. But right now we need to do, it says set, change. No, we need change Y by 10. So I'm going to drag that one here. I'm not putting it in just yet. Change Y by 10. So what it's going to do is it's going to go just up a little bit, but I want it to do it 10 times. Okay. So I want it to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. So in order to do that, we need to tell it to repeat. Okay. So our repeat buttons, that's where you're controlling it. You're saying, I want it to do it a certain amount of time. So that's a control. We're controlling it. So let's click on the control button, which is on the left. It says control. I'm going to click on that. Repeat. I want it to repeat 10 times. There it is right there. Repeat 10. So I'm going to drag that. Okay. So now we have, when the space bar is clicked, we're going to repeat 10 times what? There's nothing in the middle here. Well, I'm going to put that right in there. When the space bar is clicked, repeat 10 times. It's going to go Y. Y means up and down. So it's going to go up by 10. All right, let's see if it worked. I'm now going to press the green flag here and see what happens. Okay, so now I'm going to press the space bar. It went up. Did you see that? But it didn't come down. So we have to make it come down. How do we do that? Any ideas? If change Y by 10 makes it go up, what would make it go down?
Change Y by -10. In theory, you
Thank
don't have to use repeat, but it just makes it look nicer. If it
Thank-
doesn't just, in theory, you could just say move up, but change Y by 100, but it makes it look nicer if it's not suddenly teleporting up, it's moving up, you know?
Exactly. There's a lot. And don't forget, the way I'm showing you is one way, but there are lots of shortcuts. I'm not doing a lot of shortcuts because I want you to see exactly how things work, okay? I know there's a lot of shorter ways of doing things, but I'm purposely doing it this way so you can see in detail. So I've got another repeat. So we've got it going up. Now I need it to come down. So we need to change Y by -10. I think that's what you said. So where's the change? That's a motion thing. So let's
change it by -10.
Let's go back to our motion and look for change Y by, now it says 10 there, but I'm going to change that. So I'm going to drag that here, change Y by -10. Will it work? I don't know. Let's try it. I'm going to press the green flag and I'm going to press the space bar. Here we go. Let's watch the chick. Okay. Is it making sense so far?
Yes.
Perfect. Again, you don't have to do it while I'm doing it, but you're welcome to if you want. All right. Now, I'm just going to move this right here. The next thing we have to do is we have to set the starting point for the chick because we don't want the chick to be here at the start of every game. It might be over here. We want it to always start here. All right. So in order to do that, we have to tell the chick to go to a certain place at the start of every game. Now, this is where the green flag comes in. All right. Because the green flag starts everything. When the green flag is clicked, that's an event. So that's under events. When the green flag is clicked, you know we're still programming the chick because the chick here, the bottom right here is highlighted. So that is what we're programming. You can also tell that we're programming the chick because you see this little chick here. That tells us that we're still programming the chick and not something else. So to tell the chick to start at a certain place, at the start of every game, we have to say That's a motion thing because it's moving somewhere. That's a motion thing. We want to just find something that says go to. So let's open up the motion, and and if you look, right before I even move that go to where it's supposed to be, if I move this chick, if you look at the go to block, before I even move it, go to XY, do you see that go to X? Every time I move the chick, the numbers change because it's reading where the chick is. So if I move the chick right now to where I want it, which is right about here, it says go to minus 196 minus 121. That's where I want it. So I don't have to change any numbers. I just have to drag that right out there. So now if I put the chick here and I press stop and then I press the green flag, let's see what happens. It started at the beginning and I press the space bar. That's where we are so far. Okay. The next thing we have to do is we have to, we need obstacles for the chick to jump over, and we have to have them coming at the chick constantly, not just one. How about an egg? We're going to have eggs attack the chick, but the chick will be able to jump out of the way. So that means we need another sprite. Is there a sprite called an egg? I think there is.
Maybe.
And you know what? It doesn't have to be an egg. When you're doing it by yourself, if you want to choose something different.
There is one which is egg. It's under food. Click food. It's under food there. You found it already.
Thank you.
I just looked at food. I assumed egg would be there if it was in the game or in Scratch.
Okay. Now you'll notice the egg is highlighted and all our code is gone. That's because we haven't coded anything for the egg yet. But if I click
Your
on
code is still there. It's not gone.
if I click on the chick, our code is still there. But now we're concentrating on the egg.
If you saw all the code at once, it would quickly get quite messy and hard to see anything. Like, especially if you just look in some of the more complicated things. Like, there's like thousands and thousands of blocks.
Exactly.
Hopefully this won't be that long.
All right. So we've got this egg, and we want this egg to start on the opposite side of the screen, and we want the egg to move towards the chick. And we want to also tell the egg where to start. So to tell the egg where to start, that's a go-to, just like we did with the chick. And then when we want the egg to start moving towards the chick, that's also a motion thing. So let's do the go-to. Let's get the egg where it's supposed to be. I think the egg should start right about there. So let me just look for a go-to under motion. Go to XY. It's always go to XY. What numbers do I put in? Well, let's move before we move the go to, let's move the egg right where it's supposed to be. I think I would like it right about there. And so the numbers on the go to block say 215 and then minus 125. Let's use that. Okay. So I'll just drag that one out there. I did forget something. you can't just have a go-to block. You need the green flag. The green flag starts everything.
You don't necessarily need a green flag. You just need an event.
Again, I'm not doing shortcuts because I don't know. There might be some new people here who don't, who might not know. So,
or some people might just hate shortcuts.
That's true. So I'm going to add under events, when the green flag is clicked, go to 215. But I don't want the egg to just do it, to move to the chick one time. I want it to do it multiple times. So like I want it to do it forever until the game is over, just constantly eggs, just constantly going. So that's a forever thing. So what you're doing there is you're controlling how often. So let's look under control and see if we can find something that says forever. And under control, we do see there is something called forever. So I'm just going to drag that here. Now I forgot to put the forever in before I put these two together, but let's see if I can just drag this forever right between. Yes, it lets me. And then I'll just. So forever, the egg is going to go to that starting point, but now we want the egg to move across the screen. And we're going to do that by using, that's a motion thing. The egg is moving. So I'm going to hit motion and I'm going to go, we're going to, I think the egg should glide. We're going to glide. It's just going to be a nice glide right across the screen. So is there a glide one? Yes, there is. There is a glide. For how many seconds? Where's the glide?
I just noticed you chose the exact same coordinates to go to. Like, you know how it automatically filled in the coordinates that it wanted us to go to?
Yes.
We chose the exact same coordinates.
Yeah?
Yeah, 215, negative 119, negative 129. Sorry, it looks like
that's all right. Now, everybody's screen is going to be a bit different. Everybody's monitor is not the same size, so it could be a little bit different. Your numbers might vary. But this is what we want. And we want it to glide for 3 seconds. And again, you'll be able to do trial and error and see what works and what doesn't work. And we want to glide it to the opposite end of the screen, right where the chick is. And the numbers that you need here, and this is trial and error, but what I did was minus 240 and minus 145. And again, your numbers might vary.
There's a simpler way. You click, you drag the glide for something seconds to random position. Then you click the drop down. Then you click the arrow on random position and you select like chick.
Absolutely. There are so many ways. There are different ways to do it. Absolutely. But this is the way. This is kind of the way we're doing it because it's there's no shortcuts. But absolutely, yes, you can do this lots of different ways, and each way is good. Each way is good, and you might find better ways than I'm doing it. And if you do, that's a good thing. So I'm going to put this right here. Okay, do you see what we've done so far? We've got the egg going to a certain point and then gliding across. Let's see if it works. I'm going to hit the stop, and then I'm going to click the flag. It's close. And the reason the egg is kind of going down a little bit is because the numbers, the number 129 and the number 145 are not the same. So if I change this number from 145, if I change that to 129, Minus 129. Minus 129. Did you see? Okay. So now the numbers are the same, 129 and 129. Your egg is just gliding. It's just gliding right there. So we're getting there. Hang in there with me. We'll do it. And I appreciate all of the suggestions. They are really good. So now we've got the obstacle. The next thing we have to do, let's add a sound so that when the chick, right now when I press the space bar, it doesn't make a noise. Let's make a noise, a chick noise, chirp. To do that, all of our sounds are in the same place. So we go to our sound category, which is on the left top here. And we want to, oh, now, did you see the mistake I made? I want the chick to make a noise when it jumps, but look what I'm programming. I'm programming the egg, so it's not going to work. So I have to click the chick first to go back to the chick. There. Now I can make the chick make a noise whenever I press that space bar. So you see where it says where space bar is pressed? That's where we're going to add our sound. So I'm going to drag this start sound right here. And now when I press the space bar, let's see what happens. All right. I like it when it's easy. I hope it's easy. The next thing, and this is important, we have to add a code to the egg so that the game stops if the egg touches the chick. That's the goal. And now to do this, I need to show you, if you click on the egg sprite right here, you click on that, and then you see on the top left corner, do you see this tab called costumes? If you just click on that, on the left side going down, you will see 5 different types of costumes. I'm going to click, that's the costume 1 here, and now I'm going to click costume 2. And now I'm going to click costume 3. And now I'm going to click costume 4. And now I'm going to click costume 5. So there's lots of different costumes. That's what they call it, costumes.
For like frames in animation, you can use them like that, or you can just use them as like individual things. Like if you wanted if you wanted the chick, if the chick like falls on the egg, you can change it to the second costume.
Exactly. So when this egg touches the chick, I would like it to show the number 2 frame, which is this one right here, but only when it touches when they touch each other, because that means the game is over.
Yeah.
All right. So let's click back in code. Right now we're in costumes, but let's click back to code. Okay, now we have to make it, this is a sensing thing because we're touching, when something touches another thing. Let's make sure that I am programming the egg. And just give me 1 sec. Okay. When the green flag is clicked, we're doing this again. When the green flag is clicked, sorry, just give me one sec. Okay. At the end of the game, the green flag, the egg will have cracked. So we need to start each new game with the egg not cracked. All right, so right you're seeing there is costume A, the first one. So we have to tell the game that it's costume A that has to start with, not costume B where it's cracked. So when the green flag is clicked, we have to set the costume to A. And how do we do that? Well, costumes are like how it looks, how it looks. So do we have a look category? Yes, we do. Looks. So when the green flag is clicked, I want the egg to be costume A. So let's look and see what we have here.
Where do you find the looks?
Looks on the top left corner, right under motion.
It's the purpley-ish thing.
It's purple.
Not as it's purple, but not that purple.
Correct. And under looks, we want to switch costume. Do you see a switch costume? Yes, we do. And we want to drag the switch costume here. And here's choices. We have choices here. I do not want it to be egg F. I would like it to be egg A, because at the start of every game, it has to be the way you see it now, egg A. Now, we need to wait until the egg touches the chick. So if you're waiting until something happens, you are controlling. You're controlling it, waiting until. So if you're controlling, we go to the control and we look for something that says wait until. Do we see anything here? Yes, we do. Wait until. So I'm going to drag that one out. Wait until. And it says wait until what? We have to wait until, and now we want to, what we're trying to say is wait until the egg touches the chick. So if you're touching, you're sensing. You're sensing. So let's look for something that says under sensing. Wait until touching. That might work. We don't want it to touch the color. No, I think we've got it right here at the top, touching. But it says mouse pointer. Don't worry, we'll fix that. So I'm going to drag that right here, right inside. Did you see how I did that? I just dragged it right until it highlighted and I let go. Wait until touching what? The chick. And then when it touches the chick, what do we want to happen? We want it to change from costume A to costume B, because B, remember what B looked like? It was the cracked egg. So switching costumes, costume is kind of how it looks. So let's go back to our looks category. And to change from costume A to costume B. Thank you. Yes, that is correct. Absolutely. So we switched to costume A originally. Now we're going to switch to costume B. Where is that one here? Oh, there it is. Switch to costume egg F. That's okay. We'll fix that. So I'm going to drag that here. And we're going to change egg F to egg B. Did it work? Did it work? All right. Now, we have one more block to put in. because once it changes, once it cracks, the game is over, because you didn't jump in time. You didn't press the space bar in time. So we need, after it switches to egg B or costume B, we need something that says stop everything, okay? And if you stop everything, that's a control. You're controlling the game. And where is control? Let's click on the control button right there and look for something that says stop everything. What do we got here? What do we got? Oh, stop all. There you go. Stop all. Drag that in there. Stop all. Will that work? Let us now. Is there a way to make the chick jump higher? The jump is not high enough for me. Absolutely. I'll tell you what you need to do there is change the number 10 to 20, both in the positive and the negative. Oh, I didn't make it in time. Did you? I'll do this again. I'm going to press stop and then start. Pressing the space bar now. Pressing the space bar now. Oh, I didn't do it in time. So what did it do? It sensed that it touched the chick. It switched to a costume B and it stopped. That's what we want. With me so far? All right. Pretty easy, huh? One egg. One egg. I think that's just pretty easy. I think, oh, I didn't even jump that time. I think that we should make it a little harder. What do you think? Or is one egg enough? What if we had more than one egg? Would you like me to show you how to do more than one egg? Here's what we do to add a second egg or multiple eggs. So, rather than going out and finding the egg sprite and then putting all this programming in for the second egg, we're just going to duplicate the egg that's right there. In order to duplicate the egg sprite, you right click on the egg and you choose duplicate. We're going to change a few things. Now we've got two eggs, right? But if I press play right now, you would only see one egg. And the reason is because one egg is sitting on top of each other. So there's two eggs there, but you're only seeing the one egg. So we have to fix that. So with this second egg, we're just going to add a little bit more code. And the code that we're going to add is we're going to make the second egg wait 1 second before it starts its journey. And we're going to hide the second egg as well so that it doesn't start until 1 second after the first egg. It's easy. It's easy. I'm going to show you. So we've got the second egg number 2 highlighted right here. And we're going to add a, yeah, we're using a lot of green flags today. There's another green flag and we want to hide. We want to hide this second egg just for 1 second. So when you're hiding something, that's kind of like a look, how it looks. So we go to our looks category and we look for something called hide. And there it is right there. So we're going to drag it right out there. So that says for egg number 2, because that's what we're highlighting. You notice all of this is already there because we duplicated it. We don't have to put it in again for the second egg because the second egg is just going to do what the first egg did. I just didn't want to put all those blocks in again, so I just clicked duplicate. So for this second egg, we're hiding it. And then we need to make it wait 1 second before it starts its journey. So when you're waiting, when you want it to wait, you're controlling it. You're controlling when the egg starts. So if you're controlling it, that's a control. We have to look at the control button here on the left. And we need something that says wait 1 second. And there it is right at the top. Wait 1 second. This second egg is going to hide and wait 1 second. Oh, just give me 1 second here. Hide, wait 1 second.
If it's getting to be a mess, you can, oh.
No, that's
If
all
you're
right.
If you're on a computer and you have like a mouse button, if your thing is getting to be a mess, you can right click and then click clean up blocks and it puts them in a nice orderly line for you. Stuff's starting to get a mess.
That is true. That is true.
And I think if you're on a tablet, you touch the screen and hold. I'm not entirely sure, but usually that sends right click. That usually sends like a context menu or something, you know?
Yeah, I just need.
Usually touch and hold until like a square or something appears around your finger.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Just give me
I only have an Android tablet, so for iOS, I don't really know.
I'm just checking one quick thing here before I continue. We're almost done. We're almost done here. I just need to verify one quick thing.
Oh no, we're almost done. I'm sad.
Yeah, okay, that's what I thought. So this second, the hide and show, we don't need a third green flag here because we're going to put, see, it used to look like this. Just let me show you. That's what it looked like before. That's egg number 2, okay? And then what we did was we added this, but not separate. We didn't, we're not putting it separately. We're adding it to what's already there. And we're going to put it right here because there's no need to tell the egg to go across the screen again because it's already there. We duplicated it. All we're doing is we're adding the hide, wait 1 second, and show for the second egg. Okay, this is what was there before. And we're just adding this new part to the second egg. And the second egg will also has the same, if it touches the chick, game over. Okay, let's see if this works. I'm going to press the green flag. Oh, here we go. So I'm going to try this again. Hey, I'm getting good at this. Oh. Now, let me just, what do you think so far? Is this something you could do?
You kind of lost me for a second when it looked like you lost yourself, but. Okay. I just made it so that like you can still jump, but everything freezes around you. Just that's funny.
Everything freezes?
Yeah.
Okay, just remember that you are dealing with the second egg, okay? And in the second egg, The only thing we did that's different, this is what the second egg used to look like before I duplicated it, these two things right here. The only thing we did for the second egg is we added this part. And I just dragged that right in here. Because the second egg has to wait 1 second before it starts its journey. And it's really cool. So you're able to do it? Okay, I'm going to show you some links that will help you kind of do it on your own. And some challenges for you to try. We don't have time, unfortunately, to do the timer. You can add a timer and you can add a score as well. Just not enough time today to do that, but some challenges that you could think of when you're doing this. How can you make the egg go faster? What do you think? How do you think you could make the egg go faster? Eggs go faster?
You could. I actually did that, and you could do it by decreasing the amount of time the glide something seconds. You could
Yes,
do
if you
that by
want the eggs,
decreasing the number in there to make the egg fly faster.
yes, if you want the egg to go faster, you'll just change the glide. Right now it's 3 seconds. Let's see what happens if we change it to, let's see what happens. What do you think? Let's try 7. I don't think I can do this, but let's try it.
Isn't that kind of funny? The fact that we couldn't do the timer. The timer ran out before we could make it.
Here we go. Now look at the difference. I changed the glide on one, but not the other. Did you see that? On egg number 1, I changed the glide to 7 seconds, but if I click on egg number 2, the glide is still 3 seconds. So this is what happens when you press play. One egg goes faster. Oh, I'm not that fast.
You can repeat that a lot to make it an extremely hard challenge. It's been done in a lot of video games.
You can make all kinds of different challenges based on this. How can you make, what about a sound when the egg cracks? A pop sound when the egg cracks. How would you do that?
You do a play sound.
Where would you put it?
You'd put it under, like, when the egg cracks, like when it receives that the egg cracks, like after the wait thing, you'd put it down there.
After when?
After it, when it touches the egg and the egg's gonna crack, it would play the sound.
So would I be programming the chick or would I be programming the egg?
I'm not sure it would really matter. It would just be, if you're programming the chick, you would want to say when touching egg. If you're programming the egg, you'd want to say when touching chick. And if you're programming the background, you're screwed.
That's right. When you're programming, okay, so I'm programming the egg. When the egg cracks, I want it to pop. So there's the sound left. So I'm going to drag the start sound. I'm going to put it just before the game stops. So once it changes to a cracked costume B, it's going to pop. Let's see if it worked. I'm going to hit the green flag. It popped just before it cracked, or as it was cracking. Okay, let me share, because I need to give you a secret word for the TD Summer Reading Club. The secret word, couldn't get much easier than this, is jump. If you go to ajaxlibrary.ca/TDRSC 2021, it looks like this. And here is where you go to do all of your summer reading club reporting. When you read a book, you can sign up. If you haven't done that yet, you can sign up right here. Record your reading. And then activities, lots of activities to try online. And there's a short story contest. And we have a superstar storyteller summer series.
I
Lots of,
forgot. If you don't live in Ajax, can you still do it?
I think you can do that. When you sign up, I think it'll just, I think it'll let you. I think it's Durham region.
I live in America, so
Here is some, also we have coding books that are right, all of these books that you can take out of the library. And all you need to do is search for Scratch coding on our website, ajaxlibrary.ca. All kinds of, yeah, just search for Scratch coding. You're going to find a lot of stuff. And if you want to step-by-step instructions, if you make a screenshot of this, it's a video of someone actually doing it step-by-step, how to do the activity. And yeah, so I want to thank you very much for taking time to do some Scratch coding. And do you have any other questions? You got the secret word is jump. And we have lots of other coding events in July. Check our website, ajaxlibrary.ca, under calendar. If you click on calendar, I'll show you quick what, because there's lots of things happening. Just click under programs, program calendar. And it brings up all kinds of things that are happening. For instance,
looks like a Google Calendar.
oh, treasure hunt on July 15th. So yeah, it's ajaxlibrary.ca/events to see what's happening. And we look forward to seeing you at all kinds of events that we're doing. And thank you so much again for joining me here today. We'll do it again next month, another activity using Scratch. Thank you. Take care. Have a great rest of the week and stay safe.
If you have a minute, John and Joy have their hands raised.
Oh, I didn't see. Thank you. You're welcome.
That might be an accident, though.
You're welcome.
Sorry, we just fixed the problem already.
Oh, you did? Excellent. Excellent.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Take care. I
I
will.
had such a great time. Thank you.
We'll do it again next month.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Did I go at a good pace? Should I go next time? Should I go slower or faster? What do you think? Faster? Oh, okay, I'll try. But see, I get slower. Okay, see, I have to kind of balance. I have to balance between the new and the more advanced. But I'll do my best. I'll try to keep a good balance.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Let's say thank you and then